So it's your boy Jay. I know there's some channels out there with prison talk channels, prison talk, after prison show. Lockdown 2021. I thought I'd talk a little bit about. I know there's some channels with correctional officers. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I was a correctional officer for about 7-8 years, and a lot of these correctional officer channels that it started off saying, when I first started at the prison, I didn't know what to expect, because in training they tell you all these horror stories, and so I go in like, oh, it's gonna be crazy, right? So when I first started, you get your little book with all your rules in it, and I immediately was studying that book, and it was like some petty ass stuff in there, right? The longer I went on, I'm not gonna say I never wrote any cases, because that would be a lie, but I got to where I earned my respect. Okay, there's gonna be some inmates that just not gonna like you regardless, but I had a lot of respect from a lot of inmates because I handled my business. I didn't come through, having a whole damn 50 cases a day. I really did try not to write cases at all. Now, it really, as I got older, or should I say, well, older into my experience of working there, a lot of the officers come in and they don't treat the inmates. Well, they treat the inmates like they're less. Okay, they treat the inmates like they're dogs. No, they're human beings. They've made mistakes. And I call it the John Wayne syndrome. A lot of people come out with the John Wayne syndrome, There were so many people I started to work with. Either they quit or stayed there. If they stayed there, never got respect. And the inmates messed with them every day they was there. Okay? Yeah, and like I said, there's a few inmates that didn't like me either. I did handle my business. I didn't go to work looking for trouble, but I handled mine when I needed to. And they know I'm doing my job. It's cat and mouse. But you do become friends with a lot of them. You're with them 12 hours a day. And as you start learning, and the more you go and you learn, because it's what you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn on the floor. You're not the classes, defensive tactics. If the inmates want you, they're gonna get you. But I did. I had a lot of respect, and I gave a lot of respect. And when I see some of these things about officers, that are current or whatever, or ex-correctional officers that couldn't cut it. Maybe they wanted to be a police officer. So, I watch a lot of these prison channels, and they're right. Of course they're right. They know who's gonna make it before you do. They're gonna quit. They're gonna run you. They know you can't go in there acting like that. So they couldn't hack it being a police officer. They were probably bullied in school, so they figured they could work at a prison and bully inmates. But I'll tell you one thing: I learned a lot working at a prison, especially how to read people. Like I said, there were some inmates that you just didn't like you. You didn't like them for whatever reason. It's just the way it is, But for the majority of it, these people are there all day, every day. You're there 12 hours a day, depending on where you work. Some people work there, so work 12 hours a day. But me having earned my respect, which you will earn your respect, and you have to be one way. You can't flip-flop. So when I first started, they're telling me you gotta do this. I got to where I'm like, I'm not finna write no inmate up for a paper clip. Oh, he has too much commissary. Come on, bro. You know, if an inmate jumps stupid with me, want to argue and scream and fight, well then we can have it one or two ways, man. There were some things that I didn't tolerate. You know, I understand they're locked up and they gotta do what they gotta do. That masturbation and shit. Don't let me catch you doing that, or even let me look in the window and think you're doing that on a female. To me, that's disrespect. You know, but there's a lot. I've heard a lot of correctional officers or ex-correctional officers doing the same thing on this YouTube or wherever they did when they worked at the prison. Do that because a lot of these officers think that there's big bad bully, big ass, however you want to call them. They go in there and think they can take it out on inmates, and a lot of times they'll suffer the repercussions of that. If you earn your respect and you have respect, trust me, there was a lot of times they talk about this feeling. The inmates will tell you something's about to go. You can feel that shit in the air. Okay? And I've had inmates come up to me and say, look, Blanton, hey man, you gonna move around, bro. You know what I'm saying? In so many words. And not 10 minutes later, shit kicked the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? They look out for you, bro. A lot of inmates will look out for you if you're a cool officer. That don't mean you gotta go in there and just cower down. No, it's a respect thing. You got your job. They're inmates. They're there for a reason. They have a job per se, and that's to be inmates and play cat and mouse. But I respect and got respect. So you may hear a lot of people on it, these officers talking about how they did this and they did that. Well, you know what? You know how many times I've heard inmates say, take the badge off or let me catch you on the street. I've heard them tell so many officers. I've had them tell me that, But I can recall one incident where I was training some new boots and we were going through the cell searching, and because you have to teach them how to search, and I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, some extra commissary. There's a bunch of commissary in there. And it's my discretion if I want to let that inmate make it or not. I do have that power. And I was like, in front of the inmate, I was like, hey man, you know what I'm saying, go and do something with this commissary. And left it at that. New boot went and told on me, Blanton, multiple times. Well, Blanton, we found this paper clip. It's just bullshit. It's stupid shit like that. Come on, bro. Like, really? And a lot of these so-called, a lot of them are lying, bro. A lot of these officers, okay, and they've been out about everything, but they don't keep it real as they should. I'm keeping it real. I work, and I know the line between an inmate and an officer. There is a line, I just never went in there acting like I'm the shit. I earned my respect, and I got my respect. Simple as that. And I think that I just don't see what people get out of going into any prison or jail, and just because you got that uniform on and you got picked on or you're having a bad home life, you take it out on an inmate that didn't do nothing to you. So it just surprises me that I was watching the other day, and it surprises me how these officers talk the shit they talk, especially on some of these shit. I know that I think it was Lockdown 23-1. I can't remember. I think it was out. One of the officers, some officer wanted to have a collab. You know what I mean? And he's like, hell no, I ain't a collab, and I don't blame him for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know. I can tell you what was gonna. I can tell you what can happen. What was gonna happen. He's gonna get on the channel, and the officer was gonna run his fucking mouth. So, I just I have a different perspective of it, you know. So, hell, when I was working at the prison, I ran across 2 or 3 people that I grew up with. So, I mean, it's like, it's a thin line. It is, but you don't have to be no dickhead asshole, you know. I experienced a lot of things working there, you know. But nothing that's gonna, I don't know. I just can't correlate. The only thing I can figure out is the people that strictly by the book. I'm talking about the whole book. The whole book. He said a cuss word. You know how many cussing matches I had with inmates over stupid shit, and it was squashed after that? 2 days later, we're cool again. You know, it's just like, it's the way it is. That's the way I handle my business. And I don't get on here and say I never wrote a case, because I have. But I didn't go by strictly by every damn single rule there was. You know, if you have rank, you know, if you're lieutenant or your sergeant, whoever tells you to go do something, then that's a different story. You go do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But it floors me, the shit that I witnessed with some of these officers. Lazy ass, no good officers, bro. You know, and these prison channels that are out there, they're telling y'all the truth, man. They're not bullshitting. And I'm coming from the other side of that and telling y'all they ain't bullshitting. So I watch them all. I watch them, and I watch shit. I'm subscribed to 3 or 4 of them. Shit, I watch them. You know, because I can relate from a CO point of view. So shout out to them guys, man. They're out. They're doing good, man. So any of these damn CO YouTube motherfuckers, don't get on there and try to hate and bring these people down, because they're doing good, man. They're doing good. So shout out to all you guys, man, that's doing something. You know, yeah, I mean, stories after stories I could tell, but you listen to these guys, they're telling you the truth. They ain't just on here making shit up. I was watching the other day about how California prisons kind of, you know, differ from, I'm from Texas, so, and they're spot on with that, you know, as far as the colors and hanging with this and that. And it is that way, kinda, but not as much, you know, than in Texas. But still, you know, I would never ask none of them guys to collab with me. I'm not even nobody anyway, but any questions I would answer with honesty. You know, you gotta understand where they're coming from. Doing a collab with a CO or even a cop or some shit, that's a no-no, man. You know, which I've been out of that. I've been out of the game a long time. I've been out of working at the prison a long time. So I'm just saying. And shout out to them guys, man. All them guys doing it, man. You know, fresh out at the prison show. Like down 23. I tell you what, man. Yeah, y'all really get me rolling sometimes, man. But I'm a big fan, man. I'm a big fan. I'm on this side of it. I get it. I was tatted up too. You know what I mean? It's just, that's kind of, and see, that's another thing. COs will look at you. Oh, he's tatted up. I remember, because I'm tatted up, that, they look at me as I'm an inmate. Well, what does that mean? You mean the inmates lower than me because I have tattoos too. There's some stupid shit these people say, man. Like for real, they have this, and the COs are worse than the inmate could ever be. I promise you that. Your fellow COs, come on, bro. You talk about. I have more issues with them than anybody. More beefs with them than anybody. But I thought I'd just talk a little bit about that, you know. But yeah, shout out to y'all boys, man, cause y'all doing good. I'm proud of y'all doing good. You have good content, and I hope that y'all continue to grow and reach people. You know, cause y'all helped me out, believe it or not. You know, because it's just inspiration. You know, it's kind of like, you could really do things. Your mind make you think you want to do things sometimes. I watch some channels and I'm like, it lifts me up, man. It gives me hope, and salute to you guys. Salute to you guys, because like I said, I've worked in the penal institution, and I've seen how inmates are treated. I've went to bat for inmates. You know what I mean? There's just some sorry COs out there, man. They're just sorry COs, and I like I said, I don't know if it's that they've been bullied and they think they can take it out on somebody else, but but listen to them guys when they tell you about prison, when they tell you to stay out of prison, when they tell you do your best. Listen to them, man. It's no place to be, and they're telling y'all the truth. I see a lot of them comments, and I'm like, yeah, y'all some fuck shit talking about these guys. These guys are trying to help people, man. Trying to spread awareness and educate people, and I salute them for that. I do. And that's coming from an ex-CO, I don't look down on nobody because they was in prison. If you on some child molesting, raping shit, that's a different story. But I guess everybody's gonna get, once you get big, get a big channel, you're just gonna get hate. No matter, you could be talking about doggone kitty cats, you're gonna get hate, bro. But salute to you guys, man. Straight up, man. I enjoy watching them. I enjoy hearing their life stories, and yeah, I like I said, I understand coming from the other side. I've witnessed so much injustice. I don't know, just harassment, and that's something I never did and never put up with, never would, but shout out to them boys, man. Keep doing what y'all doing, and all you people with them the correctional officers. There's some decent people out there, but if you on some fuck shit, fuck stuff, messed up stuff, find something else to do. Quit trying to bring these people down. Other than that, that's about it for now. That's all I gotta say about it. But for real, shout out to them boys, man. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. Keep making a difference, because y'all making a difference. Y'all are helping a whole lot of people, man. So peace out for now, man.